We fear the future. It's like a completely different world from what we are living. Civilization may advance or crumble away to rebuild anew. It is up to the children of the next generation either to sustain it or follow a different path than our ancestors. The path may bring happiness to their children's children, or bring fear and terrible destruction. From the New World brings these questions to light in a story about 5 young children who decide to question the system they are under, which will bring sacrifice, hardship, even tragedy through the course of their youth and even adulthood. I am Brotherman13, and I will review this heart-turning story. Sit down and listen well.
Shinsekai Yori, or From the New World, was created by author Youske Kishi, a popular novelist in Japan noticeable for his stories, with his only book available in America, The Crimson Labyrinth. Most of his stories have been adapted into live-action movies and rarely anime, so I thought on giving it a try, and I was amazed by its story of a system of life decided by the next generation crumbling down due to the curiosity of innocent children and the mistakes of the people running society. The story takes place 1,000 years in the future from 2008, but since it's 2013, subtract 5. In this world, mankind has fell from grace in the Far East, where cultural has reversed into a historical Japan-like era where sights of strange creatures like balloon dogs, talking rats, and walking uranium squeaky toys. Now to characters. Saki Watanabe is a normal yet strong-willed girl who on the age of 12 is awakened by a so-called blessing spirit, which unlocks her mind's full potential by using the psychic abilities called God's power. To possess a mantra after her blessed spirit is forcibly destroyed by the priests in an Eastern ritual. Surprisingly, she does not feel overjoyed by this with her friends who have been blessed much earlier. Maria, a smart and caring girl who is younger than Saki, yet they are the best of friends. Satoru, a strong-willed yet prideful youth that gets cocky with his powers kinetically. Shun, a well-gifted youth who is very kind, unlike some emo-gifted ninja we know in a different series. And Mamoru, a new friend to the gang who is very shy and timid that is very knowledgeable and observable. They are formed as Group 1 in Kamesu 66 District School, don't know the real name, to learn to use their power in their community to carry it on the next generation to survive. During school times with her friends, she remembers the times back in her older school before being awakened where she was mysteriously being watched by a so-called impure cat. The children thenceforth called it from the stories as the Trickster Cat, which must be the Cheshire's cat's distant cousin. This is only one of the bizarre things the children learn of the system born from their cold and bloody history. 1,000 years ago. Which I found sympathy for the characters because they were just like regular children. Curious people want to understand the world they live in. The pacing and character development is very odd in a positive way. In each big segment of 6 or maybe 8 episodes, we see the characters go through time skips in the story. It's not like SAO where there is unnecessary time skips in nearly every episode, but they give us time to enjoy the meal we are served. When we are full of that meal, we get to the next course. I feel attached to the characters because we see them as kids in the beginning of the story, and like a newborn baby, you might cling to them. One applause I would have to give out is to Saki Watanabe, who is the main heroine of the story with a personality that fits her role in this story. A self-dependent girl who sometimes falls and needs a shoulder to rest on, but gets back up again stronger than ever. This is what Asuna should have been further along in SAO. But no! In the 21st century, we can't get a badass tsundere or a strong female character that'll make nerds hide in their corners, crying that she can't fit inside their fantasies as their young maid wearing cute moe orgasmic loving waifu. Moving along. The animation for the series was done by A1 Pictures, which was made Sword Art Online and Birdie the Mighty Decode, along with Magi the Labyrinth of Magic. With all 3 were animated very good, but did not make me drool for them. And this one stands alongside the other titles with good animation that did not catch my eye. It did during the first 10 episodes until there were some strange difference in animation techniques and character movements which made me question if there were some budget problems. Luckily, they were fixed by the next episode or further down the line. The music is eerie on my basic opinion. There is no opening theme sung by a usual J-pop singer. No. Instead, we hear a slow, rock metal, steady orchestra children's choir during the beginning or halfway in the episode, which brought me full immersion and goosebumps in all 25 episodes. What's better is that there are different arrangements used. Damn, I wish I got the dang soundtrack, but it's what happens in the industry. Some of the songs are used multiple times in an episode, but I found that not a hassle, since they were good and brought tension in all the important places, especially during dialogue when we learned something dark. There are two ending themes sung by Japanese voice actresses. The first one is Rarata Ringo, which is sung by the actress of Saki, which brings an upbeat yet melodic tune with electronic beats and orchestra strings, with a theme of surviving in society and outshining. The second one is Yuki ni Sakuhana, sung by Maria's voice actress, which brings a sense of loneliness and longing. One masterful plus about the music is that it uses Dvorak's Symphony No. 9's second movement, orchestrated by the London Symphony Orchestra, which is used during the child arc as sirens and signal all the children to return home before dark. It brings a sense of bittersweet feel, kind of like the end of the day, and onto a new dawn for the future. A huge coincidence is the main title for the symphony, which is called From the New World. Talk about a great artistic combination. Now to talk about some controversial things. A lot of people drop the show after the first time skip we see where there is new twists being brought into the show, and some people did not like them or thought they were considered fan service twists. I just want to point out that the series plot points all have a reason, and they are there by no means causing fan service or making a quick buck. This series was from a novelist who is known for his dark mysteries and conflicts in the worlds the settings take place in. From the New World is the usual dystopia genre we see in sci-fi, but it's a strange twist with an old style after an apocalypse 1,000 years ago, where we learn through 5 characters the histories in between that large time gap, which brings a sense of conflict in us whether society should follow its course or follow a new path, and those are not easy decisions for us. And we are given a mystery after mystery where time after times are slowly solved. Even mysteries that we find worthless are solved surprisingly well, which brings a bittersweet yet great ending to what I found to be one of my favorite anime in 2012. But there are flaws in pacing if you find it to be long, animation that does not seem average or non-eye-popping, or music that is used repetitively. Now question to you all. What do you think is going to happen 1,000 years later, and what do you believe our children from the New World should do? This show's been licensed by Sentai Filmworks, where you can watch it legally streamed off Crunchyroll or the Anime Network. Thank you very much. This is B-Man, the AAA, the Aspie Anime Addict, here in the Attic, and thank you for seeing the review of Shinsekai Yori. Thank you very much. Bye.